Good morning, everyone. This is my lecture number 2 of Mathematics Class 8, and this is chapter number 14, Factorization. So, let us see today's topics, what we will be learning in this lecture number 2. First of all, we will be recalling the concepts covered in the previous lecture. That is, we will recall what are factors, what is factorization, methods of factorization like method of common factors, and factorization by grouping of terms or factorization by grouping terms. Then we will move to the main topic of this lecture number 2, that is different methods of factorization. Like we will be learning the method of factorization using algebraic identities, and this method, that is factorization by grouping terms, we have already covered in the previous lecture, that we will be recalling. And the new topic of this lecture will be factorizing using algebraic identities. This topic we have already covered, so we will be recalling this, how to factorize using grouping of terms or regrouping of terms. That is we have covered in the previous lecture, and this we will be covering in the lecture number 2. That is the main topic of this lecture number 2 is factorizing using algebraic identities, and we will be recapitulating the concepts like what are factors, what is factorization, methods of factorization, that is method of common factors, and factorization by grouping of terms. So let us recall first. We have learned, or you have learnt in your previous class, that composite numbers can be expressed as the product of prime numbers. So let us take an example. I am taking the example of 30, and you all know how to do the prime factorization of 30. So 2, 3 and 5 are the prime factors of 30. Now, similarly, algebraic expressions can also be expressed as the product of irreducible factors. Irreducible factors means a factor which cannot be expressed further as a product of factors, and we have learned in the previous lecture that irreducible for algebraic expressions we use irreducible factors in place of prime factors. So in algebraic expression we use the word irreducible in place of prime. And terms of an algebraic expressions are formed as the product of factors. These are the points which we have covered in the previous lecture. So we are recalling these points. Now let us understand the points with the help of few examples. For example, in the algebraic expression 5xy plus 3x, the term 5xy has been formed by the factors 5x and y, and term 3x has been formed by the factors 3 and x, that is 3 comma x. 5xy, as we know that it has been formed by 5 into x into y. So these are the factors of 5xy. Similarly, 3x can be expressed as 3 into x. Let us consider another example, that is 3x bracket x minus 2. It can be written as the product of factors of 3, x and x plus 2. So 3x bracket x plus 2 is equal to 3 into x plus 2. So the factors 3x and x plus 2 are irreducible factors of 3x bracket x plus 2. I hope this is clear to you. You are supposed to express every term in the manner that it should be expressed as the factors of irreducible or irreducible factor form. You need to express every term as irreducible factor form. Similarly, the expression 10x bracket x plus 2, this is y here, not 9x, bracket y plus 3 is expressed in its irreducible factor form as 10x bracket x plus 2 bracket y plus 3. So 10 can be written as 2 into 5 into x plus 2 into y plus 3. Simple as this. 10 we have written as 2 into 5 into x plus 2 into y plus 3. Now, the product of 2x plus 7 and 2x minus 7. I have two factors now. If I will be taking their product, then I will be having 4x square minus 9. Then I can say that 2x plus 7 and 2x minus 7 are the factors of this expression 4x square minus 49. And we write it as 4x square minus 49 is equal to 2x plus 7 and 2x minus 7. Thus, when an expression can be written as the product of two or more expressions, then each of these expressions is called a factor of the given expression. So, finding two or more expressions whose product is the given expression is called factorization. So, what is factorization? Factorization is basically the process of finding two or more expressions whose product is the given expression is called factorization, and those two or more expressions are called factors. Simple as this. And factorization is the reverse process of multiplication. Now we have recalled, let us recall now method of common factors, what we are supposed to do in this method. Factorize 12a square b plus 15ab square. What we are supposed to do, we need to find the factors of every term individually and then take out the common factor, and then you will be able to get the answer. So 12a square b, 12 can be written as 2 into 2 into 3. A square, so I have written a into a because a square is there, so I have written a 2 times into b. Simple. Now coming to 15ab square, how will you write it? It can be written as 15 can be written as 3 into 5 into a. B square is there, so it will be into b into b. So these are the irreducible factor form of this expression. Irreducible, we are in case of algebraic expressions, we use the word irreducible in place of prime factors. As we used to do the prime factorization of composite numbers, we are supposed to express the algebraic expressions into irreducible factor form. Now you can see clearly that what is common in these two terms. This 3 is common, a is common, and this b is common. So 3, a and b, these are the common factors. So the two terms have 3a and b as common factors, and therefore it will be written as 3ab. These are common, so written outside. What will be left for this first expression? It will be 2 into 2, 4 is left, 4a. This a is also left. Now out of this 15ab square, 3ab we have taken out. What is left? This 5 and this b. So plus 5b will be written inside the bracket. This is the method of common factors. You need to write down the factors of every term and then take out the common factor and then write down the rest of the terms inside the bracket to get the answer. Now factorization by regrouping terms. What is this regrouping of terms? Regrouping basically means we need to rearrange the expression that allows us to form the groups, and there are certain steps to be followed for this method. That is, arrange the terms of the given polynomial in groups in such a way that each group has a common factor. Second point is we need to factorize each group. Third factor is take out the factor which is common to each group. And factorization by grouping is only possible if the given polynomial contains an even number of terms. This is also the important point to note regarding this method, that is factorization by grouping of terms. So let us take an example. Factorize 4x square minus 10xy minus 6xz plus 15yz. Now first of all, we need to, if we look out all the terms, then is there any factor common or common factor among all the terms? There is no factor common among all the terms. So we need to make the groups now. So if we will see, these two will come under one group because I can take x, here it is x square, here it is x, so I can take x common. Here these two can be under one group written inside the bracket together because I can take z common out of these. So I have written them together inside the bracket. So out of 4 and 10, what is the common factor of 4 and 10? 2. X square and xy, what I should take out common? That is x. So what is left inside the one bracket? Inside this, out of first term, what will be left? It will be 2x minus 2 into 5 will give you 10. 5. X we have already taken out. So what is left? Y. So 2x minus 5y will be written inside the bracket. Minus, what is the common factor of 6 and 15? That is 3. Xz and yz, what is common among these literal coefficients? It will be z. So what will be left? 2x minus 5y. And as I told you, this factor inside the bracket should be same, and it is same. So our grouping is correct. Now we can write the answer as 2x minus 5y bracket 2x minus 3z. So this will be your answer. The factors of 4x square minus 10xy minus 6yz plus 15yz are 2x minus 5y bracket 2x minus 3z. Now coming to the main topic of this lecture, that is factorization using identities. In this method, you are supposed to use the identities. We have learned 4 identities in the previous chapter, that is algebraic expressions. So we will be using all those 4 identities, but here firstly we will be using 3 identities, and then that factorization using the last identity will be taken into consideration in the next lecture. So here, as far as this lecture is concerned, we need to use the identities to factorize the algebraic expressions, and first 3 identities we will be using. Let us recall the identities. This is identity number 1. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. In second identity, we have minus sign in between the two terms. That is a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now third identity is a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Now, we need to express the given polynomial in the form of these two terms. These are right hand side. So, we need to express the given polynomial in this form and then replace by this form. This a plus b whole square and or a minus b whole square. What about this third identity? When the given polynomial is expressed as the difference of two squares, here difference of two squares are there, then it can be written in the form of this a plus b into a minus, then expressed by using the identity, this third identity. When we are being provided by the difference of two squares, then we need to use the third identity. Let us understand the questions using all these 3 identities, or how can we solve the questions using all these 3 identities. I have taken 3 examples on the basis of these 3 identities, so you will be able to understand. Let us take first example. It is factorize x square plus 8x plus 16. Firstly, dear children, observe the expression. It has 3 terms, that is x square, 8x and 16. Therefore, it does not fit into third identity. We cannot use, here we have only 2 terms, but here we have 3 terms. So it means we are supposed to use either identity number 1 or identity number 2. And in identity number first, we have positive sign. That is, identity number 1 is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. We have positive sign. So, we are supposed to use identity number 1. We cannot use identity number 2. Why? Because if it would have been minus sign there, then we would have used that identity number 2. And so, we are supposed to use identity number 1. Let us compare this given expression with identity number 1 to find out what is A, what is B. So it is of the form, we have understood why we are taking it identity number 1. We have understood we cannot take identity number 3 because it has 3 terms. If there would have been 2 terms, then we would have thought of using the identity number 3. And in identity number 3 we have squares also. So a square minus b square, it should be of this form. That is why we are left with 2 options, that is identity number 1 can be used or identity number 2 can be used. But we are using identity number 1 because plus sign is there here also and here also. So here if we will compare a is equal to x of this, compare these two. A is equal to x and b is equal to 4. 16 can be written as 4 square. So we have written b is equal to 4. Such that a square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to x square plus, how I have written 8x, that is 2ab. So it is 2a we have taken as x, b we have 4. So 2 into x into 4 plus 4 square. So it will be equal to x square plus 8x plus 16 as it is given in the question. Since a square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to a plus b whole square, so what I will be writing, a here is x, b here is 4. So a plus b whole square in this form I need to write down. So I will be writing x plus 4 whole square. If I will be, this side is given to us, I need to write down this side. So I have written like this. So it will be x plus 4 whole square. Now taking the another example, that is factorize 4y square minus 12y plus 9. Here 4y square can be written as 2y square. 2y, this square should be outside this bracket. 2y square. 9 can be written as 3 square and minus sign is there, so we need to use identity number 2. So 2ab, we should write this term in the form of 2ab. So 2a here we are taking 3 or 2y, b is 3. So b we have taken 3, a we have taken 2y. So it will be a square, that is 2y whole square, minus 2, this is a into b, or you can write 2ba, 2ab and or 2ba, it is one and the same thing. We know this thing, so you can write it like this, but ideally 2y should be written before 3 plus 3 square, that is b square. So it will be, we know that this is your, this side is given to us, so we need to express it as 2y minus 3 whole square. As according to identity number 2, we need to write as a minus b whole square, so we have written like this. Coming to third example, that is 49p square minus 36. This expression is of the form a square minus b square and it has 2 terms. So definitely, and it has 2 terms and these 2 terms are squares and the second is negative. These two are squares and it has 2 terms, so obviously we are supposed to use identity number 3 and it is of the form a square minus b square. So 49p, how can I write? 49 can be written as 7 square. P can be written as p square. So 49p square. Dear children, you are supposed to write this inside the bracket. If you will be writing like this 7p square, that will be wrong. That, as I have corrected in the previous slide, so it should be written outside the bracket. 7p square will give you 49p square minus 36 can be written as 6 square. So it is of the form a square minus b square. What is it equal to? A plus b into a minus b. So a plus b into a minus b. So I hope on the basis of these 3 examples, you will be able to solve the questions based on the factorization using identities. So coming to the homework part from NCERT, You are supposed to complete question number 3 of exercise 14.1 in your homework notebook and question number 1 of exercise 14.2 in your homework notebook. Dear children, you are supposed to complete all the parts of every question, and few parts definitely I am discussing in the lectures, but rest of the parts you are supposed to do on your own. So in this lecture, what we have discussed, we have learnt the method of factorization using identities, using first, second and third identities, that is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square, and third identity was a square minus b square is equal to a plus b and into a minus b, and we have recalled the concepts covered in the previous lecture, that is what are factors, what is factorization, and the previous method of grouping of terms, that is factorization by regrouping or grouping of terms. Now coming to the homework solutions from exercise 14.1, find the common factors of the terms. These parts I will be covering. So 12x, 36, you are supposed to find the common factors of these terms. Few parts I am covering, rest of the parts you are supposed to do on your own. So let us see first part. 12x can be written as 12 can be written as 2 into 2 into 3 into x. These are the factors of 12x. 36, what are the factors of 36? 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So you are supposed to write the common factors. What are the common factors? This 2 is common, this 2 is common, and this 1, 3 is also common. So what will be the answer? 2 common. These 2 will be written one time, that is 2 into 2 into 3. That is 12 will be your answer. And the common factors are 2, 3, 2. 2, 2, 3 will be the common factors, and you can write down after multiplication also. So the common factors are 2, 2 and 3, and you can write the answer after multiplication also. Simple as this. Let us see third part. It is 14pq. So 14pq can be written as 2 into 7 into p into q. 28p square q square can be written as 2 into 2 into 7. 28 can be written as 2 into 2 into 7. P square will be written as p into p. Q square can be written as q into q. So what are the common factors? This 2 is common, 7 is common, p is common, and this q is also common. So common factors are 2, 7, p, q. So after multiplying you can write 14pq. Common factors written, and after multiplying you can write 14pq. Simple as this. Let us see fifth part. It is 6abc. Let us see all the three terms I have written like this. 6 can be written as 2 into 3 into a into b into c. 24 will be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, and a into b square, a into a, b square, so into b, 2 times it will be written. 12 can be written as 2 into 2 into 3. A square will be written as a into b. So what is common out of these three terms? This is 2 common. 3 is present here, here also, here also. A is also present common in all the three. B is also present in all three. So what are common factors? 2, 3, A and B. So 6AB will be your answer. 2, 3, A, E, B. So 6AB you can write after multiplication. So let us see 8th part now. These are the terms for this. We have written like this: 3 into x into x. If x is present 2 times, so you will be writing x into x. Y is present 3 times, so y into y into y. Likewise, you can factorize these. And what are the common factors? X into x. 2 times x is common, and 2 times y is common. So x square, y square, you will be writing after multiplication. X into x into y. One y is missing here, so it will be also written y. So x square, y square are the common xx, yy, these are the common factors. So x square, y square you can write after multiplication. Question number 2 is, factorize the following expressions. I am discussing these parts. 3 parts I will be solving completely with complete steps, but rest 3 parts I will be writing the direct answers, because you are supposed to finally write the direct answers. These 3 parts I am doing for your better understanding. Rest 3 parts only I will be writing the steps, only the steps which are required for you to write down. So let us understand. It is 7x minus 42. I am writing first of all the factors. 7 into x, 42 can be written as 2 into 3 into 7. So what is common? This 7 is common only. So 7 will be written outside. Its common factor is 7. So 7 into x, this I have written minus 2 into 3 into x. 7 I have written common. What is left here? X minus what is left here? 2 into 3, 6. So this will be your answer. The answer is this one. Direct answers you are supposed to write, but initially I am writing complete steps so that you can understand in better way. But ideally you are supposed to write this direct answer. So let us understand second part now. Let us write down the factors. 6p can be written as 2 into 3 into p. 12q can be written as 2 into 2 into 3 into q. What is common? This 2 is common. This only 1 2 is common. So what will be the factors? You will be writing 2 one time common. It will be written outside. What will be left out of this? It will be 3p minus sign is there, minus. What is left out of these? 6q. So this will be your answer. Like common factors are, okay, 2 and 3. 3 is also common. Yes. So 2 and 3. Correct it first. Right. First of all, see the answer. Then two common factors are 2 and 3. So it will be common factors. I forgot about 3. This 3 is also common. Here I am explaining it again. Here the factors of 6p are 2 into 3 into p. 12q, 2 into 2 into 3 into q. So what is common? This 2 is common. And this 3 is also common. I forgot about the 3. This is 3 is also common. So what will be left out of first term? P minus what will be left out of second term? 2q. So this is same as this. See, we have done this in single step. This is the answer. That is 6 bracket p minus 2q. These I have written so that you can understand in better way, but ideally you are supposed to write the complete step. This is the direct answer you can write after understanding, or after initially you can write down the complete steps for your practice, but finally you are supposed to write the direct answers. Fifth part is 20 L square m plus 30 A L m. So I have written the factors. 2 into 2 into 5. L square was there, so L written twice into m. Likewise 2 into 3 into 5 into A into L into m. So what are the common factors? Common factors are, this 2 is common, this 5 is common, this L is common, and this m is also common. So 2, 5, L and m are the common factors. Then you are supposed to write, this is what I have written, the same factorization of this, and then again factorization of this. Then common I have written outside, that is 2 into 5 into L into m. Rest I have written inside the bracket. So it will be 2 into 5, 10 Lm bracket. What will be left out of this? This 2 is left, this L is left. So 2L for the from the first term, this 3 is left, and this A is left. So 3A. So answer is this one. Now coming to sixth part. As I told you, we are supposed to write the direct answers, or you can write initially in your own way by writing the factors of every term individually. So 5x square y minus 15xy square. What is the common factor of 5 and 15? 5 we have written. X square, y is present, xy square. So one time x I need to take out. Minimum power of the variable should be taken out. So x raised to the power 1 I have written. Y is present here, y square is present here. What is the minimum power of variable y? That is 1. So 1 type y I have written outside. So what is left inside the bracket? X square was there. So 1 time x is left inside the bracket, minus 5 into 3 will give you 15. So 3 I have written. Y 1 time I have written outside, 1 time it will be written inside the bracket. So your answer is 5xy bracket x minus 3y. Let us talk about this eighth part. It is minus 4a square plus 4ab minus 4ca. So you can see very clearly that 4 can be taken out or is common from all the terms. So 4a I have written outside. A square, here it is a square, here it is ab and ca. You can see a is present in all the three terms, b and c are not present in every term, so they will not be taken out common. And as I told you, the minimum power of the variable should be taken out. Here the power of a is 2, power of a is 1, power of a is 1. So minimum power of a is 1, so 4a I have taken outside. What is left? 4 already taken out, minus a. 1 time I have taken out and 1 time it should be written inside the bracket, plus 4a already written out, b was left for this term, minus 4a already written out, minus c. This will be your answer. Let us see about talk about this part. Now you can see that a, b and c, these we cannot take common. X square y, xy square, xyz. Z is not present in all three, but we can take xy common. Minimum power of x here is 2, x here is 1, x here is 1. So minimum power of x is 1, we have taken out. Y here is 1, y here is 2, y here is 1. So minimum power of y is 1, we have taken out. What is left out of this? A. 1 time x we have taken out. So 1 time it should be written out inside the bracket. So it will be ax plus xy we have already taken out. So what will be left? by, because we need the power as y square, plus cz. So xy already taken out. What will be left? Cz. So this is your answer. Thank you so much. So dear children, you are supposed to complete question number 3 of exercise 14.1 and question number 1 of exercise 14.2 apart from the leftover parts of question number 1 and question number 2 of 14.1 exercise. So I hope you will be able to do these questions properly. Thank you so much.